Hey guys, it's Nicole. Welcome back to Chronicles of a Crafter. I am here in the craft room and I've picked up some of these background paper from Michael's. They were on clearance for $3 and I think I'm going to do something just a little bit different today. I'm going to use these background paper and I'll show you exactly what it is. I have 4 packs here. I'll show you what they are. So this is a package of these are the patterns that are in here. This is a package of 50 sheets of paper of all different patterns. I believe there's 10 of each because I think there's 5 patterns on here, and I am going to use these to create something for my junk journals that anyone can do. We can all do this. All right guys, so go grab a calendar for 2023 and some background paper. All right, and we can do this all together. Okay, this is like a little craft with me, scrapbooking with me type of thing. This is another package that I picked up, also 5 patterns, so 10 of each sheet. There's 50 sheets in this. $3, guys. I got this at Michael's in their clearance section. So for $3, normally I think $5 or $6. And as long as as long as your calendar has been cut straight, the measurements for the background paper will be straight as well. And you can fit them both into your corner rounder like so. And then I'll pull this back, center it up on my page, and now I have myself a nice little calendar that I can mat into my junk journal. So I'm going to use Scotch Create glue stick, and I'm only going to glue the backs of the calendar. And then I'll place it matte onto my pretty paper. So again, I know it's about 1/4 of an inch all the way around. So I'm just gonna eyeball this process until I get it to about 1/4 of an inch, and then I can maneuver my page around like so. Oh yeah, that came out pretty good. And then you can decide if you want to grunge this up anymore with some ink. I'm gonna use my ground espresso favorite brown ink. Maybe I will use black soot. And this is an ink versus the oxide. So I'm just going to use black soot in my distress ink because I'm using black and white paper here, and I'll just ink around the edges of the pretty paper. Oh yeah, that gives it a nice little shadowy effect. Yeah, that looks great. Okay, so now I have this cool little calendar that I can put into a junk journal, or I can punch a little hole right here in this corner, add a an eyelet, and then probably use it as a spine dangle. Like, yeah, this would be either a spine dangle or somewhere in the journal all together. Like if I get all of these hanging in there like that, that would be cool. All right, so let's try this again. I'm going to use some more of the same page because I have plenty of it left over. And this ended up measuring, so I don't waste any paper. I'm just going to get the exact measurements, 4 3/4 by 4. So here we go, 4. All right. I don't like cutting off that much. Let's do 4 3/4 first. Okay. Grab another calendar. Here is March. Okay, and by 4. So let me cut this down to 4 inches right there. And then we'll go around the whole thing with our corner rounder. Medium setting. And we'll mat this onto here and see how that looks. Now maybe black and white's not your thing. You can basically do this with any kind of paper. It seems a little bit bigger than the previous, right? So what went wrong is my question. All right, so this looks like it needs to be removed maybe another 1/2 inch. So let's take a look at that. This again measures, I got 4 and just under 3/4 here. And okay, so yeah, about 1/2 inch or so needs to be removed from this corner. Oh, my phone's ringing. Let's see who that could be. 2 ticks, I'll be right back. Alright, so February and March came out pretty good with the black soot inking all around it. I did ink around the March calendar just a little bit, but not around the February one, and it came out pretty nice. So I'm gonna try this again with some different pretty paper. This is the you know, more nature background, and I'm going to grab this piece right here, which is, it's kind of like a wood finish, you know what I mean. It's not wood, but it's like a wood paper. And let's just go ahead. I'm going to do February again, and I'm not going to round the corners this time. I'm going to leave it very, very square. Yeah, let's do that. And this measures 9 by 12. So I'm going to fold this. Let's see if February will fit on here folded. Ooh, it might be tight, but it could happen. Very tiny mat all the way around. Yeah, let's fold this in half so we can maximize the amount of paper that we use in this process. And let's do a little bit, maybe a 4 by 4 piece, 4.5 by 4. Just going to cut this down right here at 4 inches. Let's double check our calendar. Oh yeah, 4 inches will be plenty. I could even scale it back to 3 3/4. Yeah, done, and so it shall be done. All right, and I have here, so when it's 9 by 12, you get 4.5 by 4 by 4, or 3 3/4 is what we cut that off at. So I'm going to cut it here at 4.5. I'm going to leave it very square, put my calendar on it, and mat it. Yeah, that looks great. Right, so no inking on this one, or should I? Yeah, let's ink it. Why not? Why not? And this is something that I've been wanting to do for a while. I've been looking at this calendar on my desk, thinking like, okay, well, how can I incorporate this into my junk journal? And yeah, so this is how I'm going to do that. And to make sure that I ink just the calendar, I'm just going to place it on the edges of the paper that we're matting it onto, and inking the corners of it. So I'm using again black soot distress ink and not the oxide, which is a little bit different to like the oxide of the Tim Holtz inks and you know, ink pads. So yeah, that's what that will look like once I glue it down. And I'm going to use again Scotch Create glue. Glue down just the calendar. And place that onto my cut sheet of pretty paper. So we'll place that here. I usually start in the lower left corner and work my way around this way. And it makes it a little bit easier if you get everything straight to begin with. So there's that. Down here, it's a tiny little space, right guys? So it just takes a little bit of time to work it all into place. It's a tiny little section. All right. So there's that. And yeah, I can totally take, like, maybe I'll do a bunch that are just the months of the year that are from January on. I'll round the corners of this one. I'll do January through June, let's say, with this black and white pattern paper, and then I'll do another one that's like, you know, all different wood colors, wood tones. I have this colored wood. I have this one as well. This is one that I use to make the Rolodex cards with. So yeah, I can try that and just make some of them round, and then another stack of the month, you know, the months of the year just squared off, and then 2 different stacks will look really great in my junk journal. You can use this as journaling cards, you know, just tuck them into a pocket. You can use this as an actual pocket. So if you were to have a junk journal, let me grab one. Oops. Let's just grab my my recipe book here, and if you want to use this as an actual pocket, you can just place it anywhere in your junk journal, just like that. My pages are already rounded on here, so you can make this into a pocket or a tuck, and you can tuck things like right back there, you know. You can also use these sheets of paper, which is the reminder and the notes, to like make your list of groceries that you need for a particular recipe. And you can just tuck that right into the pocket calendar that we just made. So you can also use this as journaling space, so you can grab a pen and just jot down notes on the back here, and then use this and tuck that into a full pocket. So here's a pocket here, like that. So you can definitely use these calendars in versatile different ways. Again, I may punch a hole in here and hang it, put an eyelet in there, and this just dangle it from a journal, kind of similar to how I did this. And these are just little index cards that I'm using to jot down my recipes and such, and then I glue those into a section of the journal. I'm trying to find a recipe. So here's this one. I just took that little index card off of there and then put the directions on there and glued that in. But yeah, guys, these are just little pieces of a calendar from a full calendar that I picked up at the Dollar Tree, and this is what it looks like. It's a 2022-2023 calendar. It had some extra months and dates in here, so dating all the way back to like maybe June or July, August area, and then it goes all the way to December. So, and then there's more notes and such in the back of this calendar, not to mention holidays and dates to remember. So yeah, this goes all the way down to August of 2023. Okay, so just a little something for us to play with in our junk journals. Don't forget to ink your edges if you really want to. Try to do that before you glue it down, because it does make a bit of a difference, right? So the edges of March is inked, the edges of February is not, and that's what the difference, that's how it looks. Okay, and then this one is all square. I did not round the corners on this one at all, but I can make 2 different types of calendar, little ring calendars or whatever. And then don't forget to use these extra pages right here. Again, they're all gonna go into a junk journal. We're not gonna waste any of it at all. And yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave you like right here. I hope you guys have a super crafty day. Go do something wonderful. It's a wonderful day. It's beautiful outside here in sunny Florida. Check out my links down below. Again, hit the bell for notifications after you've subscribed to the channel. And please, guys, have a super crafty day. Give this video a thumbs up. Stay naturally curious, and I'll definitely talk to y'all in the next one. Bye.